Another one of pose that I do that makes my voice higher, and it's probably actually the highest octave I can do that's just ordinary talking, is the El Dorado one. You know, the weird ass one that for some reason I do have memorized because I hate it, but I have it stuck in my head. But it's that one. It's the a gaily benight, a gallant night, in sunshine and in shadow, I journeyed long, singing a song in search of El Dorado. But he grew old, this knight so bold, and o'er his heart a shadow fell as he found no spot of ground that looked like El Dorado. And as his strength failed him at length, he met a pilgrim's shadow. Shadow, said he, where can it be, this land of El Dorado? Over the mountains of the moon, down the valley of the shadow. Ride, boldly ride, the shade replied, if you seek for El Dorado. And so I can do a few different voice effects when I'm doing poetry with two different voices or something like that. It's not very major, and I usually can't keep them straight, but I try. And it's a lot easier if it's like a man and a woman, like with the um oh, you know, the Maiden in the Selkie song, which I swear is either Heather Dale or Heather Alexander. I'll put the actual artist probably under this video if I give a flying damn. Both are really good artists, but at the moment it's not as if I'm actually trying to steal the song. It's just that I need to have a way to talk to people because I can't call M, who's awesome. I don't have your number, and even if I did, I'd only be able to call you after 9 o'clock because I'm a cheapskate and will not call people before 9 o'clock because then I'd have to pay money. If I could pay Monopoly money, maybe, because I like my Monopoly money, and bitch, don't take my Monopoly money. um, but it's that, once a fair and handsome sea lord put his foot upon the sand for to woo the fisher's daughter and to claim her marriage and his say. I have come up from the ocean, I have come up from the sea, and I'll not go to the waves, love, lest you come along with me. Skip all the la la la's noise. Lord, long have I loved you, as a selkie on the foam. I would gladly go and wed ye, and be lady of your home, but I cannot go into the ocean, cannot go into the sea. I would drown beneath the waves, love, if I went along with ye. Lady, long have I loved you, I would have you for my wife. I will stay upon your shoreland, though it robs me of my life. I will stay one night beside you, never go back to the sea. I will stay and be thy husband, though it be the death of me. And later on, there's like this little old lady who's supposed to be her grandmother, and she's awesome. She has like the best line in the entire song. But when I try to do her voice, I usually try to give it that sort of noise that old ladies really usually don't have, but they always seem to on TV because people like to make them into creepy Baba Yagas. And I'm sorry, Baba Yaga, you're awesome. Don't take that as an offense. Because I really don't need a Russian witch chasing after me because she's scary and awesome at the same time. Anyway. And it's like what is it? No, I cannot go and what is it? No, I cannot go and help ye. You may never live on shore, for you're kind to live till dawning. Has ne'er been seen before. Because she has to have a Scottish sort of accent, I don't know. But me mother had a seal coat that she buried neath a tree, and she told me that is where would become a fair selkie. And so I usually use that one, and I can kinda keep this accent going, and if I have sort of like a voice distorter, or even if I just have my head like this, and then I sound, okay, God, I sound suddenly like Speedy Gonzales. That didn't work. But usually, if I have a voice distorter when I'm doing this sort of noise, I can make myself sound like this creaky little old lady, and it works somewhat. If all else fails, if I have a voice distorter that does where I can actually make myself sound like a guy and I do that voice, then I sound like Igor. That is not useful at all, but if I ever needed to play Igor, I can do the whole hunchback thing even. That's about the best I can do there. Other than that, I can also do, I'm running out of stuff. let's see, like, you know the Midsummer song, which I'm pretty sure also is a Heather Alexander. You can tell I like all the filk music. It's awesome. But it's that one of that dun, 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 dun. It's all the cute little noises, and then you hear a female voice playing Puck, because there are very few male singers that ever play Puck, no matter how sexy he is. Anyway, and you have that cool breeze, sheltering trees, deep within the glen, all around, sound on the ground, footsteps fall of little men. Now look wise, my eyes, tell me what you see. Too late, by fate, you belong to me. Your wit slipped a bit, words have gone too far. Now it's true that I'll turn you straight into the ass you are. By what right this night do I make my claim? Mortal fool, know you that Puck is my name? And I can keep that one up for a while, and that's basically just sort of a twitch of my own voice, because I suck at singing where you are basically chanting. Chanting is impossible. I could never be one of those Gregorian monk things. One, because I'm Jewish. Two, because I just couldn't do it. Which sucks, because I love that sort of that you get in like Hunchback of Notre Dame, where all they are doing is saying the same words over and over again. And I have no idea what they're saying, because I think it's something about Jesus, and it's in Latin, and that's all I know. And then I think it's in English for a little while, but it's still in the background, and I'm staring at Frollo getting his face whacked by a sign, and it's great. Yeah, I like Disney movies. Anyway, you have like random quotes that I can do where I try to change my voice to make it sound more ominous or something, like the smog one that I did for Tumblr, which was I am like where Bilbo meets him, and you have that bit where I laid low the warriors of old, and their like is not in this world today. Frankenstein, there's the I ought to be thy angel, but am instead whoop, no, sorry. I ought to be thy Adam, and am instead thy fallen angel, driven from joy to sadness for no misdeed. And I just realized this, even though there's a green light here, it is shining red on my glasses, and it's kind of creeping me out, because I keep trying to avoid having a glowing red eye. Screw it, I don't care. Anyway, the other thing is, I'm blinding myself with my own glasses because of the reflection off the screen right now. That is weird. I have never done that before. So, yeah, you get to see all my awesome freckles and pimples and, like, red face, because my blood pressure is really high today. I don't know what happened. I'm pretty sure it's just stress from my niece. But now I can't read anyway, and I don't really have anything left. So, other things I can do are, anger is the egg of fear, only lidless eyes are clear. Cobra poison none may leech, even so with cobra speech. Open talk shall call to thee strength whose mate is courtesy. Send no lunge beyond thy length, lend no rotten bough thy strength, and so on. That's Ka's out song from Rudyard Kipling's Jungle Book, and I had to do that for I wasn't actually in the play. I was in the practice part of it, and I had to do that because no one else could say the entire song without blinking. And of course, since he's a snake, he doesn't have eyelids, and I had to be able to do that for them. And they just took my voice and they took my eyes, and it's funny, so they kept that for the thing. So I'm in like this YouTube video somewhere on Earth, and it's just my eyeballs and me talking that. And if y'all are interested, you can probably find me. But I don't care. Anyway, it was just a little school production for a bunch of kids I helped out. Because I can be cool, and plus, I had like these really awful contacts that gave me these slit eyes, and it was annoying, and they burned. That was the only time I ever wore contacts. Never again. I have hair that's all fuzzy. Probably look like Dionysus right now. Let's see. My voice goes about from the deepest I can do is this, and I can make it deeper if I sing. I don't know how deep I can go when talking. This is about as much as I've been able to force it. But, you know, like, you load 16 tons, and what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. And the highest I can probably get is the, hush, child, the darkness will rise from the deep and carry you down into sleep, child. Darkness will rise from the deep and carry you down into sleep. And supposedly, mom knows what it's some form of alto mix of something else. I don't know. But it means that whatever it is, I can do a lot between bass and whatever the first version of high note is. I don't think it's soprano, I think it's like under soprano. But I can do a lot in between there as long as I've heard the note and I can figure it out. So like if someone ever had a song and I could hear the song, then I could really copy it. Other than that, I usually have to fiddle around with my own voice to do it. And then I usually come up with weird little shit like this, and I sound like a little squirty little chipmunk or something that I want to strangle. Or, you know, Chuckles, the silly piggy. You just don't want to be the Dark Lord, Chuckles, the silly piggy. Yeah! Or, for that matter, you know, uh, I'll get you yet, my pretty. Which is like the only quote from the entire Wizard of Oz that I can actually do. Hate that movie. I'm sorry, I do. For some reason it pisses me off, because Glinda is an evil bitch. She just like is using everyone to try to kill off her rivals, and no one seems to notice. I swear, the entire movie, she is. Anyway, okay, I need to stop going off topic because I am manic right now, and I've already gone over 25 minutes. This probably won't last on YouTube. I'll have to cut it in half. Let's see. I don't even know how to do that. I might have to figure it out on my movie maker. And that's my other cat, Sam. He talks a lot, just like me. He also sneezes a lot. I hope he doesn't sneeze on my head. Anyway, I